Good morning, dear students. Today we will start new lesson in political science, second chapter federalism. Before starting this lesson, I want to clear some of the points so that you can understand the chapter in a better way. We have to compare and contrast the three system of government, not types of government, similar how they are similar and how they are different. Now, a question would be arising that what are the three systems of government and why not the types? Here, the three types of government is shown here, that is federal type of government, unitary type of government, and confederation type of government. These are the different types of government. Then when we adopt this type of government, then the system, the set of principles by interconnecting all the states etc in a systematic manner, the way of ruling, then that system what we are adopting in this type of government, that is known as the system of government. If we are adopting federal type of government, then that country is known as that it is adopting federalism. Then unitary system, confederation system of the government in the country. Now, what is federalism? Different ways government distribute its power. Power is divided between central and many regional authorities. Means federal is the main central authority in the country, and it is giving its power, it is dividing, it is sharing its power with the state, and then the state is giving its power to the people. Okay, so this is called as federal type of government. Power is divided between one central and many regional authorities. You can say regional authorities means power is given from the central government to the state governments, and then from state government to the local governments. Next, what is unitary type of government? Here different ways how government distribute the power. Power is held by one central authority who is a central person, and he is taking all the decisions. Here no any power is given to any state. All the decisions are taken by one person or one authority only. As in United Kingdom, only the queen is taking all the decisions. In France, only the president is taking the decision. In Sweden, only the king is taking the decision. This is called the unitary. Unitary means single type of government. You can see here, in unitary type of government, power is held by one central authority. So their system is the unitary single system. Next, what is confederation type of government? Here power is held by several regional authorities, means power is with so many states. Okay, then what they all do, they appoint a government, appoint a government in which different states give power to a central government for specific purpose. Suppose small nations, what they um, adopt, they give power to a central government for defense purpose, that this government will take care of defense. Here the confederation acts in the as the member states. It is in Switzerland. In Switzerland, this type of government is practiced. This is the system of government in confederation. Power is held by several regional authorities. All the states are independent and they give some power for specific purpose to the central government. That is called as confederation type of government. I hope you might have understood that how the all the countries have different system of government. Once again I repeat, system, what system we have to adopt. These all countries are democratic countries, all these countries are democratic countries, but what system of ruling their nation, what set of principles for by interconnecting all the states, etc. They have to take into consideration all the people, their language, their culture, and how to manage these all in a systematic manner is known as system of government. In this lesson we will study about federalism. What is what is federalism, what how many kinds of federations are there, how it is working, and how India is a federalist nation. All these things we have to study. And you can also take the example of the previous lesson, how Belgium and Sri Lanka, the two cases you have already studied. In Belgium also power was shared among the groups, power was shared, and in Sri Lanka power was not shared. So you can take these all things. So federalism is also a kind of power sharing. But what are the peculiarities in federalism? These all we will start the lesson, and then you will be able to understand nicely. Once again I repeat, federalism power is divided between one central government and many regional authorities. Means from one authority, the central authority is passing its power to its state, and the state is passing power to its local government, and then the country is ruling in a systematic manner. These all states and local governments have independent powers also. They can take their own decision at their own level. For help they can go to state, local government can go to state government can go to the central government for help. In this way this federal government is working. In central unitary government, only one person is taking all the decisions. That authority is only solving all the matter. Whereas in confederation, this power is held by all the states. All the states have, or all the small nations, they have their own powers, but they give some special powers for specific purpose. They appoint one government which is taking care of those specific purpose only, not any other purpose. I hope you might have understood the types of government and what system we have to study. That also you might have understood. Thank you.